All right, everybody, welcome back to Book and Sip. We are in the final chapters, 24 through 29 of our book. I am Erica.
And I'm Drea.
What are you sipping on, Drea?
So me and this book, I went back to my I went back to my red wine with my blueberry juice and a splash of 7 Up in it today.
See,
Circle
it's
back.
like
It's over.
one, it's like one. I felt weird about having wine, even though I'm having just as equally as an alcoholic drink. I tried, which it turned out pretty good. I tried to make a espresso martini, and honestly, I just did instant espresso and Bailey's and vodka.
Well, you didn't give me any, so
I know. I know. You're picky with your coffee. We have to get some Dunkin' or something.
hey, facts. But listen, I'm not
Okay.
picky with my alcohol, so
Fair enough.
there
Fair
washes
enough.
out.
Okay, so
This book indeed.
this book, hit and miss, hit and miss. I'm not sure if we're gonna try another dark romance. I don't know. Maybe after a couple months. I don't know. Okay, first, I said I was gonna do this because it was really confusing. This is the family breakdown. So first we have the Vitellis. They consist of Alicia and Alejandro, and I think it's pronounced Vincenzo. Vincenzo.
Vincenzo.
That's the father. And I'm counting Carmen and Rizzo in this. They married into the family. Okay, then you have the De Leons. You have Alberto, which is the father, and Mary Posa, the girl Elise is trying to befriend. That's the daughter. Okay, then you have the Berlusconis. These Italian names are getting me. So
Sconies?
you Berlusconis
Yes,
sounds like a fancy dessert.
does. Hope it
So you
tastes
have
good.
all right. So we have Kara. This is the girl that OD'd and then tried to shoot Elise. Then you have Dominico. He's the brother. This is the one that Carmen is trying to get with to take over the Costa Nostra. It's him. We hadn't met him yet, but this is who they keep bringing up. And then we have the Gravianos, which is Benedito. I'm really loving that name. I don't know why. Like, I'm gonna date myself with this, but do you remember the Dos Equis commercials with the most
Yes,
interesting man?
yes.
That's who I think of when I think of
Oh, you think
Benedito.
of Benedetto.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what
I
pops
can see
into my
that.
head. Him.
I can see that.
Right.
Now that you say that, yes.
That's I'm gonna have to put a picture up on Instagram just randomly so y'all can see my thought on that because that's what I think of.
Yeah.
And then we have Elise, the granddaughter, and also Graviana. So that's the family tree there where everybody got confused on what was happening.
Extremely.
So there it is. All right. So we ended with Elise about to be shot. She said choose between Alessandro getting shot or you getting shot. And she decides, you know what? I'm gonna just run up to her and bite her. Because if someone runs at you, you got about a split second to think. And she wasn't thinking. I guess she didn't think she would do it.
Probably
She
not.
bit her. The gun fell. I don't know if a bullet ricocheted or what, but she got shot in the shoulder. And as
Got shot in
revenge,
the chest.
Alessandro shot Kara in the shoulder before stating he only married Elise because of her blood. And Kara is no longer useful to him. Harsh. I think he should have shot her in the head, but that's just me.
Oh my.
I know,
I
that's
I
dark.
expected for her to die. I did
I
too.
did. I expect for her to die.
Okay, finish the next part, then we can talk about it. Cause
Okay. After several days of not talking because they're still mad at each other, Alessandro reveals that Carmen, his stepmother, and Domenico, Cara's brother, are working together to dethrone him. So that's the only real mention of Domenico.
okay. So a couple things about this chapter that had me
Okay.
on irritation level 10. Okay, let's start with the easy part first. I could not really get why Alessandro was irritated with Elise.
Elise called him a burden, which
Okay.
he is.
I,
And see,
Okay.
I didn't understand either. I'm like, my gosh, you are a burden. Okay. What, I mean,
You lied to get me over here. You
yes,
trapped me. You've taken my life, whatever little bit of it that it was, and you somehow think that I'm supposed to be, oh, grateful you brought me into this craziness. And now look what happens when I just try to go to a party. After I had already gone to another one of your people's party because y'all just party different.
yes,
And Kara almost dies of an overdose as a test to me being a doctor. I'm supposed to say this chick I don't even know. Then the girl is mad. Can we? The girl is mad that she saved her life, but also took her man. And so now I'm gonna shoot him, shoot you. Just shoot people then. What we talking for? I don't I don't know what we're doing. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I ain't got nothing to say. You know why I came here. How? That's
yes.
it. I don't know what we're doing. This whole thing was
Hot mess.
this is your
And,
writer, this is your book, this is your people. This.
and
But
see,
the
what
fact
bothered me the
that
most about this particular scene was, where was Monty?
I think,
Okay,
listen,
I can't go to the bathroom without you
I
being,
just knew. Here's what I thought when I'm reading all of this. And she's looking for Monty. She's looking for them, and she's like, "Where? What? Y'all see this man with this gun? This girl with this gun? Where the people at? Help! Help!" That would be me. Help! Okay,
it's
where the
actually didn't
people
want to call
at?
the scene, and I get that, but dude, where's my bodyguard?
Where's my
Monty, you're
bodyguard?
fired.
I thought
Monty,
it
you're
was all a
fired.
setup. Like I thought everybody is like anti Elise. She don't need to be here. This is not your world. Get her out of here. So I
Yes,
thought a whole bunch of people was gonna die. And then I'm supposed to be your what Angelo. I'm your Angelo. I'm your whole world. If you lost me, what would you do? Oh, you love me. And you gonna shoot this girl in the shoulder? Oh no. Her daddy and everybody look like her need to be out
yes,
of here.
yes, yes.
If you love me,
I'm just like, I don't condone murder, but
it's a
no,
book. We condone murder.
I need you to shoot her. I need you to shoot her off the balcony
That's it.
just
Throw
to
her
be sure. Okay,
off with her head.
like no, yes, this scene made me mad. It should have been so much more than what
So
it
much.
was. So much
Bring the
more.
drama.
Okay, so Lisa's starting to realize that the sheer craziness of these women is going to make her go back on her vow. Never harm another woman over a man. That's not a bad vow. We women tend to go after other women, even when it's the man's fault.
She pulled a gun on her though. Like
She did. She did.
you started it.
You can't live. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You can't live. All right. Alejandro indirectly tells Elise he will kill Carr for what she did. He said, I'm gonna take care of her. I'm gonna take care of her when the time is right. I don't know what this means. I don't know what
It's
this means, but this is what he says.
that chess checkers thing.
Yeah. I was like,
No.
do we not kill people at parties or something? Is that the thing? That would look weird to just like kill someone at a party. That's not how
Apparently
we
you
do
do kill people at party because she was ready to light the whole club up.
it. Crazy. She was crazy. He also tells her that he believes Domenico intends to take his club and hotel. So apparently, not only does he have his finger in the coca business, he also has several clubs and hotels. Elise decides this is a good time to distract Alejandro from his impending doom because this is dooming right now. Alessandro then tells her he's still upset about her referring to him as burden. Well, sir,
Y'all so sensitive. I know the truth hurts. I know it does.
you're burden. Okay, you're burden. All right, intermission real quick. A lot of people do not like this line. His eyes darkened. I never had an issue with this line because I knew what this meant. Science, guys. When you look at someone you really like, your pupils dilate. They get bigger. So when it says his eyes darken, this is what they're talking about. It's the difference between I see you and I'm really into you. Now, this is the issue I have with this line. Who's looking to someone's eyes this deeply? That's my issue with this line, not the context. I understand the context. His eyes darken. That means he's super into you. Why do you notice this?
He's a doctor.
But who, like, in intimate
Doctor.
moments, are you staring at someone like that?
I I look at other places.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at other things. What are
Another
you
thing.
looking at?
Your eyes are great. I've seen them. Let's move on.
Yes. I'm not. So the lines where they're like, there was a flash of regret in his eyes, or there was a flash of anger in his eyes. Why are you staring at his eyes so deeply like that?
I
Looking at
mean,
people's eyes like that.
it sets the context in the general story. I mean, you understand how that person feels because you know that their pupil is dilated. You know that their eyes are a little smolder, I think is it, smoldery, and you know
Yes.
they're ready to rip everything off. So now you're like, okay, I'm there.
Now, like, I get the whole anger flashed across his face. I can see that because you're looking at the whole face. But when they say anger flashed across his eyes, I'm not looking into his eyes all the time like that. Y'all were standing side by side. How are you looking into
You
his eyes in
probably
the
got
first
you.
place?
Yeah, I mean, but
He's
isn't
6 foot
the
something.
narrator in this case is omnipotent narrator, right? Like she's not telling the story. It's the narrator telling the story.
This is true. This is
The
true. Okay.
narrator can tell
But
us.
I will say, in most books, when I see this, I'm like, are you really staring that deep into his eyes when y'all about to get it on? I
No.
don't like, I mean, if you do that,
Checking the size. Is it going to be worth my time?
yes. If you do that, no judgment. Okay, kind of judgment. I'm sorry, I judge. I'm gonna judge you if you tell me, yes, I'm looking deep into his eyes
What if
after
eyes are
about
your
to,
thing? What
I'm
if
judging.
eyes are your thing? So I've been watching a lot of reality
Oh
swirl.
gosh,
I
you're
don't
that
I don't
person.
I'm taking a little break from my reading because for the record, I read 17 books for the month of May. So I've decided to drop into the little thanks to a friend of mine. I've been in the reality TV thing. And so there was a lady that said, yeah, like the thing I like about a man is his back. I like his back, right? And the mom was like, what kind of person likes the back? And I'm like, well, I think people just like different things. If you're an eye person, then you're drawn to the eyes. I like this little thing here, whatever this little area is on a guy. I
The
like this.
traps.
I don't know what it is,
Yeah,
but I
those
like
are traps.
so I know it's a weird thing to like, but when I see someone and have their shirt on, if this little area right here, the longer neck and the wider shoulder, I'm like, I
No,
don't know why.
I like forearms and triceps.
See, it's just a weird thing. So you'll be
Like,
looking when he gets
I'm
mad and
not
his
paying
arm
attention how
clenches.
big you are, but what do your forearms look like? What do your triceps look like?
That's
What
it.
do those look like?
When he balls his fist up and that line gets hard, and you're like,
Yes,
he's angry.
yes.
He's angry. I feel the passion coming. That's
And I
right.
need that passion to
So
come to me now.
weird.
Okay, you
I
aim to
promise
take
you,
it
we
out of
all
me.
have some weird thing.
That's what you need to leave in a comment. What is your weird thing?
What's your weird thing?
What's
The
your
toe.
weird thing, guys? What's your weird thing?
The toes. I think people
Okay,
who are weird.
intermission over.
Sorry.
Before we get weirder.
Indeed.
All right, chapter 26. She apologized for the outburst. She didn't need to apologize, I don't think, but she did. And confesses that she does care about him without saying the 3 words she wants to say, which I don't know why she wants to say it. I think she's in lust.
Mental disorder.
She's gone through a lot, okay? She's gone through a lot. I'm sure her psyche is
What is it
much
called?
shattered.
Give me a second. I'm gonna find it. Everybody knows it. I just can't say it right now.
Are you thinking of Stockholm's?
That's it. That's it. I knew
All
it.
right. I
Everybody
already
knows
knew
it. I just can't
because I
think of
went to a rant about that
Stockholm.
with something else, and I'll go over that later. I'll go over that with you later. I went to a rant
Okay.
about that. All right. Alessandra tells Elise that the fact that Melina is talking to you and being nice to you is a huge honor because she don't talk to everybody. Which I'm like, that makes sense. I'm sure she's seen tons of women come and go. Elise asks Alessandro to teach her how to shoot a gun because apparently we need to know how. I mean, you said you grabbed the gun and didn't know what to do with it. Because if I would have grabbed the gun, I would have just been firing everywhere. One of the bullets are going to hit her. A bullet hit me. So something's going to hit her. No, I would not have given it to us. I would have been shooting everywhere.
that.
We would have ruined this
Monty
whole
would have
party.
caught Monty would have caught one too. You're gonna catch a stray,
Right,
okay? Where
Monty?
are you at?
No,
Where
don't touch me, Monty, okay? You over here following me to the bathroom. You can't follow me to a balcony.
right?
Absolutely not. Elise suggests to Alessandro that they use the fact that everyone thinks he's useless to their advantage, which I'm not gonna lie, that scene to me was hilarious.
Okay. So as
Okay.
I'm reading this, I'm like, we doing drugs now? What is happening?
It's like, wait a minute, what happened?
I will say that she wrote that part perfectly because I'm reading this. I just read that she said
Yes.
use this to our advantage. And then all of a sudden they in the club getting high as a kite. And I'm like, you're licensed. You're a medical doctor. What?
So, guys, we get into this in chapter 27. Why this scene was so funny. So, Elisa and Alejandro agree to meet Benedito at the club to talk further about the alliance. He agrees to give them support. Uh, word that Melina is gonna die in the other book. I don't know why.
You think that?
Uh, she did not help Elise get ready because she was instead sent on the mission, and she said she'd be gone for a week. That concerns me. This is an old lady. I'm assuming. I'm assuming she's in her 40s or 50s. I'm assuming she's up there.
Old lady in her 40s and 50s. Oh,
Sorry. 60s.
I need a minute to recover from that. I just got shot.
Oh my God. It's like, oh crap, she gonna get me for that one.
Okay. Okay. I see how this is. Continue.
Assuming she's
No,
up there. We'll say 60s. 60s just seems up there to be sending someone on a mission. What? Anyways, so Elise and Alejandro decide to put on a show in the club. They make others think they're incompetent by taking loads of vitamin D powder and shots of water. When I read that, I was like, oh. And then my thought was, does that still burn going up your nose?
probably.
I would think so. I would think so. But yes, none of it was none of it was what you thought it was. They stayed sane the whole time, and they are some dadgum good actors.
Yeah, because I was like, what are you here? No, your license, your medical license. What are we gonna
No,
do? You're no good to me now. You're gonna be a
right?
cokehead.
You're a cokehead now. I was like, that's very. I was like, maybe he gave her a little on the finger so she wouldn't get totally addicted. I don't know. No, and I don't know if you can not get totally addicted to something. But yes, that was my thought, and I was like, okay. But by the end of the night, they were able to decipher who was friend and who was foe. So now we have a good idea of who we need to go after. All right, chapter 28. Alessandro and Elise had united and came up with plans to further their objective. Alessandro tells Elise that it's time to pay respects to his father before he passed away, and it did not go well. Like, I don't know what I expected when they came to the house, but that was way more hostility than I thought would be there. I was like, wow, we are cursing you on your deathbed. Okay, that's where we're at. I don't know. I thought it'd be like, I know, I was hard on you, my son, but I did this for the greater good type of thing. And it was not.
I think I think we want people just generally. We all of us are gonna make mistakes in our lives, and especially when it comes to your children. And I think for our own sake, we know what we had to endure as children. And I think idealistically, we want to have that moment where we're validated by our parents.
Yes.
And so I think that that part was kind of hard for us to, I think it was more realistic of real life than anything else in this book because when you have a hateful parent, they stay a hateful parent.
They
And
do.
it doesn't matter whether the Grim Reaper is standing over their shoulder or not. They're just going to be who they are, which is a hateful parent.
Because he straight up, I wish he would have died. I was like, oh, okay, well, right. And honestly, when she left the room, I was like, he's gonna put a bullet in this man's head or smother him with a pillow. I don't know which,
I
but
expected for him to come out and say, "Oh no, he died." Oh darn, my pop's dead. Sorry. I
Honestly, the reason why he wanted to get out of there so fast, I was like, oh my gosh, he killed him and now y'all gotta run it.
did. I did too. I was like, okay.
That was my thought. I was like,
And then I was like, okay, but so was he mad about Elise? Like, did he want to kill the dad because it's disrespectful to Elise? Because oh girl shot her. Oh girl shot her and you didn't kill her. So what you mad about your daddy being using his little words for?
true. Right. You pull out a Beretta on this and not no. Put it away. Put
Put
it away.
all of
Even
that.
she said it. You're giving me a headache. Put it away. Y'all be ridiculous. So Elise's objective was to get on the good side of her grandfather and Mari. Alessandro's objective was to have Alberta and him come up with a mousetrap of sorts to try to get the other competing families to fight. That way he don't have to fight.
Right.
That's all they did. Elise had dinner with her grandfather and invited Mari to be her translator. At the end of the dinner, she had a chess date with Benedito scheduled and a gun range outing with Mari. I feel like the gun range outing really showed Mari's true colors.
Yes.
Like she's very smart and she even said it. I'm smarter, I'm a better shot, but because I'm the daughter,
Mm-hmm.
I can't do anything.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And Alessandro likes her too much to be a very good teacher. Because even Elise said it. Alessandro didn't tell me anything was wrong. He was just, you'll get better, and then started frisking her.
Yeah, I mean,
And she's like, you're standing all wrong.
yeah.
That that scene right there. And honestly, safety on or not, you're not putting anything in that area that's loaded.
Mhm.
Want to lose that?
Right. Right.
And she's getting, hey, I'm not one to kink shame. Absolutely not, though. Absolutely not. And she slowly moved it away because even I feel like even she was like, yeah, we're not gonna do that. So the plan that Elise came up was she wanted Mari to convince Kara, the crazy chick who tried to shoot her, to tolerate her at the very least. I don't know why you still want this woman on your side. And in return, she will put her talents to use among the Vitellis. She said you'll have a permanent spot with the Vitellis. You don't have to worry about your dad. You can come work for us. So she says okay. She will try to get Kara to their side. So that right there, if Kara does, I still wouldn't trust her. Even if she does agree to tolerate her, I don't think I could fully trust her after you tried to shoot me.
I will. This was, I think, the final nail, one of the final nails in the coffin on this book for me. It has the lady who just pulled a gun on me. This happened yesterday,
Yes.
days ago, 3 days ago, whatever, like literally a week
This
ago.
month at the very least.
Hey, and you think I want to be in any proximity of this crazy person? This was her house. This was her party. Happy birthday, girl. I'm happy to see you. Hey. Yeah, let me talk to you. How about like, no, ma'am, you have a mental disorder. I just came to be nice. I ain't have no problems with you. I just saved your life and you pull a gun on me.
Yes.
Why? Plus,
Overman.
can we also talk about, not that you feel bad for Kara in any way, but remember the other chapter, what did Alessandro said? I'm going to kill her at the right time.
Yes.
So
So
now,
why do you
why are we doing this? Her brother's no good. He's coming
no.
for you. He's at put them
Yes.
all in the trunk of a car, run the car off a bridge, and call it a day. What are we doing?
So I
I don't
don't
like
know.
this. Was mm-mm.
So I don't know. So Elise and Mario are talking. Luca tells Elise they need to leave now because Signora Vitella has passed away. That's how the book ends. I wish it was a better, not so predictable ending. We all knew this dude was going to kick the bucket. That that ending should
It's,
have been better.
it's the disrespect because we're supposed to sit here and think, oh no, her husband has died.
No one's
And
going to think that.
maybe the beginning of the book is gonna pick up at the scene and she's like, my husband, and he's like, no, fool, your daddy-in-law. Like maybe that's what will happen because her mind is thinking Signor Vitali. The only person we know is
Yes.
Signor Vitali is Alessandro. We don't call his dad that. I don't know what we've been calling his dad, but not that. Um,
I don't know either. They never really talk about his dad, so we
right.
don't know what they call
The
him.
only person we've ever been known to be Signor Vitali is Alessandro.
Yeah. So, no, I didn't care for the ending. Am I going to read the second book? Yes. Just because I
She's
have
a
to know what
glutton for
happened.
punishment. She
I
has to
am. I
out.
am. I cannot just let it end like that. If it ends in a cliffhanger, it's gonna live rent free in my head. I have to know if the book is truly terrible. I mean, it's kind of like I feel like this book was, and I'm gonna make a food reference here. I feel like this book was Raising Cain. We just had the chicken, we didn't have the sauce. That's what I feel like. I feel like we only had the chicken with no sauce. And I'm hoping that this the second book is the sauce. Okay? That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping the second book is the sauce and it'll make it all better. That's what I'm hoping. That's what
I
I'm hoping. Cause and this was a very small piece. I don't know why we didn't elaborate on this piece. And if we don't elaborate on this piece, it's gonna make me angry. I want to say it was chapter 27, but she asked Alejandro, "Do you know who shot you?" And he was like, "Well, when?" He's like, "When they brought you to me. Do you know who shot you?" And he said he thinks it was Valentino, his stepsister. He thinks she sent an assassin because she knew I was going to find you. I was sent to America to find you. I was like, wait, what? So that's why you were there in the first place to find her?
so we know that he had been talking to the granddad.
Yes.
Um, and he obviously believed that there was a baby where others believed that there must not have been.
And I'm wondering if the mom might have said something on her deathbed. I wonder if she died like recently and said something.
There's not enough information on this story for me.
I know. That's what I was like. I feel like
How
we
they
just had
got
the chicken.
here, how
I
we
need some
ended up
sauce.
here, there none of that. And I like to know all of that. And I feel like that could have been in because I'm not invested. I'm not invested. Him getting shot, her getting shot, the crazy fool at the party, the drug use, the crazy stepmama,
Yes.
the sister who wants to marry the brother. All of this, I'm not invested.
See,
I'm not.
I'm not either, but I need to know. I need to know.
If you'd have given me some connection with the person who's got the least power, been misused all the way around, poor little Elise. Make me feel something for Elise, and I'm invested because I'm gonna fight for her to have a happy ending. And at this point, I don't care.
You don't care about Elise. And see, I was more concerned about Melina. I
I
was like,
do. I,
it's
I mean, yeah, I like Malia, but she's not the point of the story.
she's not. She's not. And I wish she was. I liked her.
Very nice.
Now, here's the second book. Angelio. Apparently this book came out like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this just now came out. According to which I don't trust Goodreads, I do trust Amazon quite a bit. Like I
Uh,
said, we've let go of Goodreads. According
I
to
yeah, just
Goodreads,
for the records, for people who have watched any of our other videos, the my book, my one and only book I got the chance to pick was a result of a suggestion from Goodreads as being an optimal best book ever written, but it was one of those. It's the best book you've ever read. I know the best words, the best demons, the best crawly things. That's what happened to us.
and it was the best at being terrible. It
It
was
was
the
the
best at
best.
being terrible. Okay,
It was one
like
of those.
my gosh, couldn't
Yeah.
finish it. Didn't even want to talk about it.
And that's
Bad
why
guy.
even the wheel won't let me pick another book. Ah,
Should we
what?
let Dre pick the next book?
No, we have a routine now. I like the routine.
The
I'd like
sad thing
I'd like to
is,
continue to play the victim. It works for my personality.
yeah, the sad thing is, all of our side books have been amazing. All
Amazing.
of our side books have been amazing. We can't pick a good regular book. How to Fail at Flirting, amazing. Um, My Funny Demon Valentine, absolutely hilarious.
That's hilarious.
But we cannot pick a. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong.
I
I
mean,
feel
this
like
is
we're
not a
cursed.
terrible book. It's not a terrible book.
It's not. It's not. I give
It's
it a
just
three.
not a great book.
I give it a three.
I give it a two.
See, I gave it a three. But like I said, I'm giving it a three because I'm hoping that this is the sauce. I'm hoping that this is the sauce that makes the chicken better.
So for me, the difference is a three. I would recommend a three. I would say it's a decent book.
Hmm.
For me, a two, someone would tell me, I'm gonna read this book, and I would say, oh, okay, yeah, I read that. You might like it. I would say that. I Now, if it's a do not finish or a one, I'd be like, that's trash. Don't do it.
See,
But
me, I would recommend a four.
okay.
I would recommend a four. I wouldn't recommend a three. I might be like, if you want a lighter,
Yeah, it'd be one of those. Like, okay, so
yeah,
because a lot of for me, I love a good, cozy, funny, short little thing.
yeah.
Those are normally three and a halves. It's got to be a deeper emotional connection, deeper, thicker book. I read a lot of fantasy, so more of
Hmm.
the thicker fantasy for me to get to a four or five.
Yes.
But I've got tons of threes and threes and a halves that I would recommend. Like, oh, if you like this author, you're gonna like this author. I've read about five of this series. It's good. It's just like this one. It's just like that one. It's just like this one. Recommend.
And see, maybe it's my schooling mind. I kind of rate it as a grade. Like to me, a three is a 70, so that's barely passing. A four is a B, and a five is an A. Anything below barely passing, like a two is a 60. That failed.
That's about right.
So this is a barely passable book. Okay, you just barely made the marker.
Not for me.
For me, you just barely made it. And I'm hoping, and honestly, you probably wouldn't have made it if there was not a second book. But there is. Check it out if you want to. It's free on Kindle Unlimited if you have that. So I have it. I already downloaded it. Yes, I already read the first chapter. I'm not gonna give it away in case you guys decide y'all want to read it. All right, guys. Like, follow, subscribe. We're going to figure
Yeah,
out what our next book is going to be.
we'll
We
be
don't know
back
if we're gonna.
to
We
make a
might
decision.
come back to a happier book. I don't know.
I think, yeah, we're looking at some. I think what did we say? June was Men's Health Month, so
Yes,
maybe we'll do something from a man's point of view.
like that. I don't know if that exists.
It does.
It does. Have
It
you
does.
found some already?
I have a Goodreads list. I know. But I have a Goodreads list that has well over 100 books written from the male point of view, and they're romance books. So
Interested.
I'll
Now,
send.
I'm not gonna lie. I have read some pieces of, and I need to figure out who this Instagrammer is. But she reads some lines from books from a male perspective, and I'm not gonna lie, some of y'all spicy lines are lacking.
Okay, now, there's a difference between a male author and a male perspective. And
Fair.
so I think the running joke is these men writers who want to write romance have
Okay.
that funny thing about where we're like, no,
No.
that no,
I'm ready to mash her potatoes. No. No, sir.
it
No,
doesn't hit
sir.
the way you think it hits.
It did not. We ain't mashing no potatoes here. Okay.
But
So
even the ladies that are like, he took his gigantic coffee can, and we're like, where are you going with this? What are we doing?
two of my hands couldn't fit around. What?
Right. What are we talking about?
And by the way, I'm a virgin.
That's it. Come on, friend. No,
And I was
no.
just able to manhandle this.
And the women are like, yes, that's it. No, that's
I'm
not
like,
it.
no,
That is not it.
if you don't get your wall of flesh away from me,
Right. Okay, this was a mistake. You can go home. I'm gonna lock my door. Don't come back here.
we're just good. You want to just be friends? We can be friends. My first guy friend.
Hey, friend.
Okay. Because I know this is never gonna happen. Ever.
Ever.
I'm so sorry. I'm
Sorry,
so
you're so
sorry.
blessed. God bless you.
Right?
Shit.
Very
There's
you and
someone
your
out there
three-legged
waiting for
self
you
go
to
somewhere.
drop me. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be reporting back with our favorites. I did not read 17 books, but she has Audible. I do not. That's what I'm gonna chalk it
I
up to.
actually, thanks to Miss Erica and this book, was able to discover how nice and wonderful Kindle really is. So I have my big screen here and I got my little, I do not do Kindle Unlimited, so, but they did have a Stuff Your Kindle event recently. So I have been running through these little free books and some of them are 99 cents. So I've been buying my little 99
Right?
cent books. So yeah, we've had a lot of,
Come on,
but
guys.
I'm
I'm
a big
almost to the end.
subscriber to the library. I do get my Audible, but I'm a big proponent of the library. So please make sure you guys
Yes.
supporting your local libraries.
Support your local library, guys.
Have a lot of funding problems coming our way, but support your local libraries.
Because I mean, in all seriousness, most adult Americans cannot read past a third grade level. Statistics, seriously, a third grade level. I teach English, and a lot of the ones I teach can't read past a kindergarten level, and I teach sixth grade. It is really sad.
And so
Y'all
just
need
remember that a person who cannot read is no worse off than a person who does not read. So
yes.
if you can read, great. But if you don't read, what's the difference?
So just guys, come on, 60 seconds. Those are my fur babies you hear in the background who want to interrupt me.
That's it. They wanted some attention too.
I know. My gosh. All right, guys. We will see you next week with our favorites, and hopefully Dre can find us a book. I'm gonna try and look up some books as well, but it seems like she has her list already, so we're gonna go with that.
No,
And we
no,
will.
no, no, no,
Yep,
no.
yep.
It's 100 books on this list. We've got to sort through them or something.
Okay, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this. We will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.